Okay, so I have decided to take a walking challenge, and this walking challenge is to walk 30 minutes a day for 30 days. Today's day 1, and I'm just going to walk up and down our drive. We live in the country, and you'd think it would be really easy to find places to walk, but it's actually not, because those critters out there leave landmines that you have to avoid. They also make terrible ruts in the ground when it's wet, and so just walking around the pastures doesn't actually work. So today I'm just going to walk up and down our drive, but there will be days that I may go into town to the park that has a walking trail, or the town that I work in also has a walking trail, and so maybe after work I can do that. Fortunately today it's really nice. It has been so hot, and I'm hoping now that we're about halfway through August that it won't be as hot, because I don't do well in the heat. But I'm going to start this anyway, and I'm going to get a calendar so I can mark off the days I walk, and I'm going to do a 30-day challenge, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I will walk every day. I may take a day off, or if it's raining or something like that, I don't have a place to walk inside. So it will be 30 days, it just may not be 30 consecutive days, but I'm hoping not to have to skip more than one day. So anyway, 30-day walking challenge, 30 minutes a day. Here we go on day 1. Okay, so here you can see, sorry about winking at you, but the sun's really bright. You can see my road, and going down and back took about 8 minutes. It's about a quarter mile. And so it looks like I'm going to be going down and back about 4 times, walking a mile. Okay, I have finished day 1, and I forgot to turn my watch on and hit it for exercise or whatever it does. And so I'm not sure exactly how far I walked, but I did walk for 30 minutes, actually like 31 minutes, and I put my hair up in a ponytail because I got hot. And this is my kitty Leonard. Can you say hi, Leonard? He's been trying to get my attention since I got home that his food bowl is empty, so I'm gonna have to feed him, and I will let you guys know. I didn't weigh or measure or anything before I started. This was kind of a spur of the moment thing, but I am going to continue it, and I will do those things, weighing and measuring, so that I can track my progress and let you guys know. I haven't decided if I'm going to save it all for one video at the end of the 30 days, or if I'm going to do a weekly update. So you'll find that out, I guess, a week from now or so, or maybe not for a month. See you guys tomorrow. One down, 29 to go. It is day 2, and I am walking again. Pretty proud of myself. 2-day streak here. And yes, I am actually walking in a cemetery. The streets around my town don't have a whole lot of sidewalks, and so this is a safer place to walk. Anyway, it's really also kind of interesting too, because this is the old part, and so there's just lots of history here. But I did fine yesterday with my walk, and going to do it today. I actually figured out how to turn my watch on so that I can keep track of the steps and make sure that I'm actually walking for 30 minutes. So here we are, day 2, and it's another really pretty day, so I'm very glad of that. I worked today, got off work at 5, brought my tennis shoes with me because I have to stay in town for another hour and 45 minutes while my daughter finishes dance. And so this is my walking time today. And yeah, I guess that's all. So far, so good. I do have a little bit of a shin splint already starting on my right leg, and I am very prone to those. So hopefully that's not going to be an issue for me, but we'll see. We have such a pretty little town. This little park is right here on the corner of the square. Picnic table, gazebo, and that fun little fountain there. It's just so pretty. Alright, so I finished day 2, and it was a good walk. I managed to time it just right so that I ended up back where I started. I walked for 31 minutes. I am going to figure out my watch. I could track it while I was doing it, and then when I shut it off, I couldn't get back to it, but I am going to figure that out before this week is over, so that I can show you the numbers of how far and calories and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I've never used my watch to keep track of activity. I just do what I do and I don't really worry about it. Being completely honest, I don't do very much exercise. And a lot of times I forget to even put my watch on because mostly I just use it for a watch. So, feel pretty good. I did not get too out of breath, and I am starting to feel it a little in my shins. I'm very prone to shin splints, so I hope that's not going to be an issue. But I'm also feeling it in my hip flexors, which I think is interesting. So I will let you know how this goes, but so far, day 2 down, and so good. It's day 3 and I'm getting ready to walk in our little local park here, and I brought along my e.l.f. sunscreen setting spray because it's still a little sunny out here. A lot of the trail is in shade, but there is still some sun, and so I'm going to spray this on before I get started, and then I'll be walking. I don't have anything to set my phone up, so I don't think I can do this without putting my phone down. But anyway, I'll put this on first. And here we go. I've got an audiobook queued up and I'm going to listen to that while I walk and enjoy this very pretty day. It's a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. I have worked today, and then I also have taught a 45-minute point class, and so now I'm walking, so I'm doing much better with my activity level and feeling pretty good. The shin splints, however, are no joke. I think I'm going to take some arnica tonight and also maybe rub some magnesium oil on them and see if I can't work that out. Hopefully that's not going to derail my challenge here, and they'll just kind of get used to the activity and not keep getting worse. I might have to ice it as well. So yeah, gymnastics in 9th grade vault, I think, kind of did the number on my legs, and I've been prone to shin splints ever since. So anyway, I am going to enjoy this beautiful park, and kind of upset that I wore a pair of leggings that don't have a side pocket because now I have to carry my phone. So I'll be back at the end to see how far I walked, and I think I actually might have figured out my watch. If not on the watch itself, I have at least figured out how to go back and look at it on the app. So I'll see you in a half an hour. This tree is incredible. And I know I'm supposed to be walking, but sometimes you just have to stop and appreciate something this magnificent. Sorry for the motorcycle. Okay, I'm almost back to my car, and it looks like I timed it absolutely perfectly. So, walked about 31 minutes and burned 98 calories, 1.1 miles. Okay, and almost 3,000 steps. So, I'm not too out of breath and did loosen things up a little bit. Walking, I promise I won't complain about shin splints every time I get on here, but I think, going to post this. I should turn this way. Nah, we'll just leave it. Sorry, it's vertical. I think I am going to go ahead and post weekly instead of waiting for the whole month, because that'll keep me honest, because I might get to where I would just want to quit, but if I've already posted a week, then I'm going to be more inclined to keep up with it. So I will post after 7 days. I'll post when I can get it edited and up, hopefully like 2 days later than that, and then continue to post weekly, and I'll do my final update. I'm not going to weigh or measure or anything like that until the 30 days are up, but I do want to post to keep me honest. So this was a beautiful place to walk. It was actually more shady than I thought, so it probably could have been okay without the sunscreen, but it is a great way to up your sunscreen if you need it in the afternoon. So I'm going to head home and fix some supper, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, it's day 4 and I'm getting ready to walk. It's mid-morning and I've decided to walk earlier today. I know after work it's going to be hotter today and I'm not going to feel like it. So I'm just going to walk here at home up and down my road, and I will show you my results when I'm done. I did put some arnica on my shin splints and they are feeling a little bit better. And then I just put some biofreeze on there and that is helping. So I am not going to let that stop me. I'm going to keep going. I'm not actually sore anywhere else, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm actually looking forward to my walks, and I am not one who looks forward to exercise. I know that there's people who are like, oh, I love going to the gym. I can't wait to go to the gym. That's not me. That's never been me. And so that I am looking forward and looking for times to get out there and do this, I'm really excited about. And I found, and it's only day 4, I know, but I have to plan the day before when I'm going to walk. Otherwise, I think I would just go through the day and all of a sudden get to the end of it and be like, oh, I didn't do it. So I'm going to keep planning the day before when my walk is going to happen. And I'm going to walk, and if I see anything fun or exciting along the way, I will show you. And otherwise, I'll just see you when I'm done. A couple of cows have decided that it's already too warm for them and they're cooling off in the pond. It's going to get a lot worse, girls. Got a walking buddy. Hi, girl. Can you say hi? This is Kyla. She likes to walk. She'll get tired after 1 or 2 trips up and down, but for now she's with me. So there's my other walking buddy. I'm walking backwards right now. Leonardo DiCaprio, Leonard for short. He's a little unhappy with me this morning because I have not filled his food bowl yet. But he'll get over it. He's gotten lazy and isn't doing his job of catching mice in the garage, which he's supposed to do. So I've been cutting back a little bit on his cat food so that he will hopefully be hungry enough to actually do some hunting, and I think it's helping. So anyway, he might walk with me or he might just try to attack my ankles to get me to come back and feed him. We'll see. I really thought that she'd be done, and she might be. I don't know if she's going to follow me. But I think she's keeping up. She's going, this is the 3rd trip, so she's decided to come along. This little dude just scared me. He was crouched down in the grass and waiting for me to come by. And when I walked by, his little head popped up and made me jump a mile. Little squirt. She's waiting there. Like, Mom, are we done yet? We're going again, girl. Are you going with me? I always lose her down at the barn. And then I get about to that tree right there and she realizes I'm not with her. So at some point she decides to come back. Looks like she's bored with me. She's gonna go say hi to the cows now. That is one happy dog. I don't know if you can read it. Okay, 31:45. So apparently once I stop my watch, I can't go back and see that screen, so I will have to look at it on the app and screenshot it like I did on day 2, because it either keeps running or if I stop it, then I don't know how to get back to it. But I will put a screenshot in of how far I walked and calories and all of that kind of thing. And I am very glad that I... Are you tired? Look at that sweet puppy. Are you tired? You want Mommy sit with you? The ground is... Oh, big old belly rubs. Anyway, I am very glad that I walked early today because even the half an hour that I've been out here, it has gotten substantially warmer, and so it's going to get back up to around 90 today. And I just don't want to walk then. And if you're curious, all I did this morning was got out of bed, washed my face, and put on my Shell sunscreen. It's a little bit of a tint to it. I really like that. And then threw my hair in a ponytail, and with one of my daughter's scrunchies, they hold really well, and then put a hat on. So I am done with day 4, and I have some check marks to catch up on, so I'll go in and check off the last 3 days of my calendar. And yeah, I haven't missed a day, and I know it's only 4 days, but for me that's huge. we're going to end with this happy face right here. Yes. Oh, thank you for the kisses from Mama. Yes, thank you for the kisses. Isn't she sweet? Hey, I'm back. It is now a Saturday, and it's day 5 of my 30-day walking for 30 minutes challenge. And this was probably the hardest one for me to get out here for. I really just wanted to lay around on the couch, but it's going to get really, really hot today, like in the hundreds again, and it's going to be that way all week. So I think my walks are going to happen in the mornings, or they're not going to happen at all, because I do not do well with that kind of heat. So right now it is a gorgeous morning. There's a breeze blowing, and I am going to get walking. Alright, so there's my stats for today, and I walked a little bit further than I usually do. Okay, I am done for the day, and my head is crooked. I am so glad that I did this early because it is already warming up out here. It feels great sitting here in the shade, but in the sun walking, yeah, it was getting really toasty, and I'm glowing just a little bit here with, okay, fine, I'm sweating. But I'm going to sit out here for a few minutes and let the breeze cool me down before I go into the air conditioning. And yeah, I got a little more out of breath on that one. I think I was walking a little bit quicker pace. Oh, and about the shin splints, they are feeling a little bit better. But I realized yesterday when I was walking that it's probably my shoes. I have these New Balance tennis shoes, but they're probably 3 years old. They're old. Anyway, they're kind of broken down, and realized that I probably should get new shoes, which I'm going to get to. But for now, hi Leonard. Are you coming to say hi? Yeah, there's a kitty on my lap now. Alright, so anyway, I had gotten my daughter some inserts for her shoes when she was working, and bought 2 different kinds, and she has one of them in her shoes, and so we still had this other set of inserts, and I thought I should put those in and see if it helps. And it was so much more comfortable, and I think it's going to really help with my legs and allow me to keep walking. And so there's day 5. Ow! Oh, he's making biscuits on my bare leg. Stop, you little fiend. So anyway, I think that I was worried that I wouldn't be able to keep going, but I am, and it's going to be in the hundreds all week, like 103 I saw one day, and so my walking is going to happen in the mornings. And my daughter starts school, let's stick that right there. My daughter starts school on Monday with her last semester of high school, so I have a lot to do with lesson planning and that kind of thing. This will be our 24th year of homeschooling. Anyway, so that's day 5. I'm going to sit out here and pet my kitty and enjoy this beautiful breeze while I cool off, and then I will go in and check off the days, because I haven't checked off anything since day 1. So we'll have a big checking off the day thing. I will see you guys in just a bit. Okay, let's cross off the next days. Saturday, so I have completed 5 days. Yay, jazz hands. Alright, I put it off long enough, and I am going to walk, and I'm actually going to walk inside. I have an ancient Walk the Walk, and yes, it is on VHS. I still have a working VHS player. It's like 100 degrees outside, and I'm just a wimp, and I'm not going to walk outside. So I'm going to do this inside, and we'll see how well it goes as far as getting steps. But I'm going to do it for half an hour, and I'll let you know how it goes.
The joint so you feel good during all the movement.
Okay, I'm done, and I'm not as sweaty a mess as I would have been if I had gone outside and walked for a half an hour. So let's see what my watch gives me for that. It actually ended up being about 35 minutes on the video. I started with the 1 mile walk and then realized that wasn't going to be enough time. So I fast forwarded and went halfway through the 2 mile walk, and just kind of picked it up from there. Anyway, if I do this again this week, I'll do the 2 mile walk, and that should be just about perfect as far as time goes. So that's what I got. It was pretty equivalent actually to walking outside. So I'm very happy with that. Good morning, everyone. It is early because it's going to be 100 degrees literally today, and it was either walk early or walk inside. And I came out here and it is already so hot. I don't know. We'll see how far I get. I think I said yesterday, don't do well in the heat at all, but I'm gonna give it a go. And I'm sure that I will be a soaking wet dish rag when I'm done with this. Since it's day 7, I was going to do a little wrap up after the walk, but that might have to wait until after I cool down and clean up a little bit. So here we go. Let's start walking for day 7. And just look at this morning. A little bit foggy, sun is shining, but look how the fog is just kind of laying in the low places. Is that not beautiful? Just makes you really appreciate God's handiwork on a morning like this. And I was going to listen to some music or listen to my audiobook, but I think I'm just gonna pray while I walk today. I'll be back in a half an hour. Okay, I am hot, but I did it, and I figured out on my watch that there's a pause button, so when I'm done I can hit the pause button and then I can show you my steps and stuff without either losing it or it continuing to run and then not being an accurate reflection of my workout. So yeah, I was thinking as I was walking that when we went to Colorado, we were complaining about how stingy they were with oxygen there because the air's so thin. Well, today here, the air is so thick, it feels like you can chew it. So it's equally hard to breathe thick air as it is to breathe thin air. But I have done 7 days of walking in a row, and like I said, I'm gonna go inside, cool down, take a shower, and then I will chat about my observations of what a week of walking 30 minutes a day has done for me in other areas of my life that were completely unexpected. What are you mowing about? What do you think, Leonard? Yeah, is it that bad? You have food, you have water. Do you just need love? That's what you need. Okay, well maybe, I don't know if I want to do too much loving right now because you are very furry and you shed and I'm very sweaty. Not a good combination. I'm glad you understand. You're a pretty boy. Yes. Okay, he's very vocal. Let's see what my... So there's my stats for today. And I'm pretty happy with that. All right, say bye, Leonard. Say bye. Leonard, say goodbye. There you go. Okay, so I'm on my way to work and I just kind of stopped for a second because I want to do my day 7 wrap up. So I have walked 7 days in a row, an entire week, for 30 minutes a day, and I am really surprised, 1, that I didn't skip a day, and 2, how much I am looking forward to that walk. Now, I admit that yesterday when it was 100 degrees and I still hadn't walked, I thought maybe it would cool down by evening time, but at 6 o'clock it still was like 99 degrees. And so I was not looking forward to that walk, but rather than just saying, it's too hot, I'm not gonna do it, I dug out an old VHS tape and I walked inside. So I'm really proud of myself for not just taking the easy excuse and quitting. So not only am I surprised that I didn't have to skip a day, because I did give myself latitude to do so at the beginning, if you remember, but I'm also just super amazed at how productive I have been this week. And I don't know if it's that whole law of inertia that an object at rest tends to stay at rest and an object in motion tends to stay in motion, but I have gotten so much done this week, and things that have been on my to-do list for a really long time. Not necessarily things that took a long time, but things that took some energy and motivation. And one of those is my daughter and I have been working to redo the boys' bedroom. They are no longer living at home, and so we're turning the room into something that we can use. And it's going to be like spare room, napping room for the grandbaby when she gets here, craft room, you know, that kind of stuff. Obviously, when she's mobile, that'll have to change again so that she can't get into too much stuff. But it was just kind of at a standstill, and my daughter finished painting it, and then there was just all this stuff still in the middle of the room that needed to be dealt with. And we we did it. We dealt with it. And then yesterday I had some time at home alone, and I finished cleaning in there. I cleaned the ceiling fan, I mopped the floor, and now it is ready for all of the things that we ordered to decorate the room. And I'm so excited because I'm not blessed with that home decor gene, and that kind of stuff is really hard for me. But I'm really excited with how this room is going to come together, and I can't wait to show it to you. I do wish that I had taken a true before and after, but you're just going to get the after, I guess. And anyway, so I have veered way off on the walking challenge, but mainly I just want to tell you that I'm surprised at how productive I've become in the rest of my life just by adding this 30 minutes of walking a day. And so, am I going to continue? Absolutely. And I thought I would just wrap this all up in one video at the end, but I realize that that gives me a whole 21 days still to just quit, and then nobody will ever know, except, the people around me. But if I put a video out there of week 1, then you guys are going to be expecting week 2 and week 3 and week 4. And that is going to give me motivation to continue, as well as whatever intrinsic motivation I have. Because sometimes the intrinsic motivation dries up and it's just not there. So I will continue walking and sharing my journey with you. I'm not going to give any results, measurement or weight-wise, or take any other pictures until the very end of this. And then when these 30 days are over, maybe I'll pick another challenge of something that I want to change in my life. So I have to get to work, and if you decide to join me, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to have some walking buddies, and we can talk about how things are going and keep each other motivated. If you remember, back in January, I said I wanted to do some different things on my channel, and I have not as of yet. It's all still been makeup and beauty related, but I am starting to think of some ideas kind of outside the box, and now that I'm getting things to where I can maybe get 2 videos a week up, I would like one to be makeup and beauty related and one to be maybe other content related. And so let me know, what kind of stuff do you like to watch on YouTube? What would you like to see me venture into? And I will see what I can do. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.